Hello friends, today's topic is the force analysis of square cave. Myself Professor Isaac Paul. So today we are going to learn about the force analysis of square cave. Now in force analysis we are going to study which different types of forces are acting on the square cave. Three different types of forces are acting, that is tangential, that is PT, which is shown by PT. PN is the normal load which is along with the pressure line, and the PR which is a compressive load, that is nothing but a radial load. For torque we basically use the equation, that is mt is equal to 16 10 to the power 6 kilowatt upon 2 pi n, where kW is the power transmitted, mt is nothing but the torque transmitted by gear, and n is the speed of rotation. Now simply consider this figure. Here you can find out that the normal is acting here where the pressure line is shown. This is the pitch point and this is our pressure line. This is our pressure angle alpha, which is constant for involute profile, and we are not able to see the tangential load, which we can see in the next figure, which is shown here. This is the compressive force, or you can say the radial load, which is acting on the gear tooth, and this is the tangential force which is acting on the gear tooth by which the torque is transmitted, and this is the normal force, and this is your pressure angle. Now to find out the tangential load, it is nothing a force, and we know that the torque is nothing but the force into perpendicular distance. That's why the formula for tangential load is Pt is equal to times torque upon d, and this d is nothing but the pitch circle diameter of a gear. This is for pinion, that is for gear and pinion. For both the thing, the tangential, radial and normal actions are shown here. Now with the help of these figures we can find out the value of radial load, that is PR is equal to PT into 10 of alpha, with the help of basic and trigonometric relationship, and same for the normal force, that is PT upon cos of alpha. So by this way we can find out all the three forces which is acting on the spur gear, which is very simple. There are some assumption which is taken for deriving this equation, that as the point of contact move, the magnitude of resultant force Pn changes. This effect is neglected in the above analysis. This is neglected because as it is moved, the Pn get changes, but we neglected this analysis. Only one pair of teeth is in contact with each other for analyzing the forces, and the analysis is valid under static condition only. We are not considering here dynamic load. Dynamic load will be explained in the next video. So by this way you can find out you can note down this formula which we are going to use in the for solving the numericals also. This is the torque formula also which we are going to use in solving numericals. Okay, thank you.